Have you ever wondered how safe your online data really is? In today's digital age, the question isn't if your data could be at risk, but when. Cybercrime rates are on a steep rise, and they're only predicted to keep climbing. From personal emails to financial information, your online data is like a treasure chest to hackers. If left unprotected, it's only a matter of time before someone tries to crack it open. But fear not, it's not all doom and gloom. There are steps we can take to safeguard our online presence. By understanding the importance of online security and implementing a few smart strategies, we can make our digital treasure chest a lot harder to open. So, if you're ready to take control of your online security, stick around. Let's dive into the various ways we can protect our online data from hackers. Passwords are the first line of defense against cyber attacks. Just like in a medieval fortress, the thicker and stronger the walls, the harder it is for invaders to breach. The same concept applies to your digital life. A strong, unique password is your first shield against hackers. But how do you create such a password? Never use obvious information like birthdays or names. Instead, think of a memorable sentence and convert it into a password. Imagine the sentence, "I love to eat pizza on Fridays at 8. This could become Il Tipo F at 8. See what we did there? It's not something anyone could guess, but it's easy for you to remember. But even the strongest password can be compromised. That's where two-factor authentication comes in. It's like a second lock on your digital fortress. Even if hackers guess your password, they'll need the second key, usually a code sent to your phone, to break in. Remember, a strong password is like a strong lock, hard to break. If you think phishing is about catching fish, think again. Phishing is a method used by cybercriminals to trick people into revealing sensitive information, such as passwords and credit card numbers. It often comes in the form of an email or text message that appears to be from a legitimate source. But here's the catch. These messages often contain a sense of urgency, spelling errors, or ask for personal information that a legitimate source wouldn't request via email. They may also contain links to websites that look authentic but are actually designed to steal your information. So how do you protect yourself? First and foremost, never click on links in suspicious emails. If you're unsure, reach out to the company directly using contact information from their official website. And remember, reputable companies will never ask for sensitive information through email or text messages. Stay vigilant. Not every bait is worth biting. Remember when your device nagged you about that pending update? It might seem like a hassle, but these updates are essential for your online safety. They often include security fixes and patches for vulnerabilities that hackers could exploit. By keeping your device's operating system and applications up to date, you're fortifying your digital fortress against potential cyber threats. Now let's talk about downloads. It can be tempting to grab that hot new app from a third-party site or click on a promising link sent by a friend. But remember, not all that glitters is gold. It's crucial to download apps only from official marketplaces such as the App Store for Apple devices, Google Play for Android, or Microsoft Store for Windows. These platforms have strict security protocols and scan apps for malware and other security threats. In the digital world, staying updated and smart about downloads is your shield and sword against hackers. An updated device is a hacker's nightmare. Administrator privileges are like a master key. Use them wisely. It's like owning the master key to a skyscraper. The power to access every room is tempting, but it's also a huge responsibility. Imagine if this key falls into the wrong hands, the kind of havoc it could wreak. That's why it's vital to limit the use of your admin account. Use it sparingly, only when necessary, and never for routine tasks. Now let's talk about encryption, your personal bodyguard in the digital world. Encryption works by scrambling your data into an unreadable format, only decipherable with the correct key. It's like having your own secret language that only you understand. This is especially important when storing or transferring sensitive data. So, whether it's your personal photos, banking details, or that secret recipe for grandma's cookies, always remember to encrypt. Encryption is your personal security guard, always on duty. Free Wi-Fi spots can be a hacker's paradise. We often find ourselves tempted by the convenience of public Wi-Fi, but let's pause for a moment. These networks are often unsecured, making it easy for someone with bad intentions to intercept your data. So, when on public Wi-Fi, Avoid making sensitive transactions like online banking or accessing private information. But what if, despite all precautions, a breach happens? Here's where regular data backups come to the rescue. Backups act like a safety net for your data, ensuring that even if it's compromised, you won't lose everything. It's like having a spare key to your house. You hope you'll never need it, but if you do, you'll be glad you have it. Regularly back up all your important files, documents, and photos. You can use external hard drives, cloud storage, or even dedicated backup services. Remember, your data is your treasure. Guard it well. Want some bonus tips to further boost your online security? We've got you covered. Let's dive right in. First, let's talk about your Wi-Fi network. Yes, that seemingly harmless tool that connects you to the world can be a gateway for hackers if not secured properly. So, change the default router password to something strong and unique. And don't forget to use WPA3 encryption. Also consider disabling Wi-Fi protected setup, or WPS, to deter unauthorized access. Next up, unsolicited emails and their sneaky attachments. Remember, curiosity killed the cat, and in this case, it might just compromise your cybersecurity. Steer clear of attachments or links from unknown senders. And if a link seems suspicious, hover over it to check its actual destination before clicking. But what about your financial accounts? Regular monitoring is key. Set up alerts for unusual activity and frequently review your bank and credit card statements. This way, you'll be the first to know if something's awry. Now let's talk about firewalls and antivirus software. These are your first line of defense against cyber threats. Enable the built-in firewall on your computer and install reputable antivirus software and keep them updated, always. Lastly, don't forget about physical security. Lock your devices when not in use and be cautious about leaving sensitive information visible in public places. In the end, remember that cybersecurity isn't a one-time deal. It's an ongoing effort. It's about staying vigilant, being proactive, and continuously educating yourself about new threats and how to combat them. With these tips, you're well on your way to fortifying your digital fortress. So, keep learning, stay safe, and let's make the internet a safer place for everyone. Now that we've armed you with these tips, it's time to put them into practice. Remember, the strength of your online security lies in your hands. From creating strong and unique passwords, using a password manager, enabling two-factor authentication with an authenticator app, to being cautious with public Wi-Fi, and backing up your data regularly, all these strategies can fortify your defenses against potential hackers. Don't forget the importance of physical security as well. Lock your devices when not in use, and be mindful about leaving sensitive information visible in public places. We've given you more than 20 ways to safeguard yourself from hacking, but the world of cybersecurity is ever evolving. If you have any additional methods or tips, we encourage you to share them in the comments. Remember, staying one step ahead of cyber threats requires a proactive approach. Stay informed, stay vigilant, and most importantly, stay safe.